It's update day, everybody! Not for DaVinci Resolve or anything, for me. Now, as most of you probably know, I have a fair number of free DaVinci Resolve presets that I've made and given away. As some of you might not know, I also have a small selection of paid products. Digital downloads, I have a text pack, a transitions pack, and a really cool and useful product called Layout Pro, which instantly arranges up to 20 different video files in frame. It's cool. And today I am pushing out an update for that first product, Text Essentials. It's a pack of 50 drag and drop text animations, and I'm going to show you today what I have added. If you've already purchased this pack, I believe an email should have gone out with an update link. And for anyone new that buys this pack, the only file you have access to is the update. When you purchase the product, you will get this download DRFX file. You just double click that, and inside Resolve, it'll give you a prompt whether you want to overwrite the pack if you already had it installed. If not, it'll just give you a, I believe, a prompt whether you want to install it or not. But you can either install or overwrite. And then down in titles, you will have Sterling Supply Company Text Essentials. And here are all your presets. Now, this update brought to all of these presets functionality that used to only be in some of them, and that is shading elements. Let me just pull in this media preset. You see this is just text that flies in the frame. And here in the inspector, you have your basic text controls. But if you click this little icon up here, you will load this scene into the Fusion page where you see you have the preset going into the media out. And if you double click on that, it's actually a group only containing one node in this instance. But if you click on that, you see this is just a text plus effect, and you have access to all of the text controls, including, importantly, this shading tab. Now, what has been unlocked is full shading element support. I can come to Shading Element 2, turn that on, and now you see we have this red outline by default. You can change this up however you want. And the animation for all of these extra shading elements will follow the animation of the main text. Originally, on a few of these presets, any shading elements would just stay centered and the animation would only play out on the initial white center text. But now, any shading elements you add, the animation for those is tied to the initial animation of the effect. And you can layer up to 8 of these here. The only quirk you will run into a little bit like I am here is that you can add and modify lots of layers, but if you try to change any of the parameters that are being animated over in the follower modifier, it won't do anything. You see here, I can't offset any of these text layers like you can. On some of these effects, you will be able to. You'll just need to experiment a little bit, but you can instantly change up lots of these effects. Now, this is just one example, and it's very weird, but there is one more thing I want to show you. If I go back to the edit page, say you spend lots of time customizing any of these text effects, there are some tricky workarounds if you want to save these, but the easiest way is to just open up a power bin and then take your text effect and drag it right in. You can see it'll have a new instance of this text media effect, and then I can drag this back onto any new timeline, and all of those settings will be modified. If there are a few of these animations that really stick out to you, I would highly recommend customizing them as much as you want and just dragging them into a power bin. They'll always be just a click away. I want to show off this functionality a little bit more. I'll probably do that on Twitter if you don't follow me on Twitter. That's where I put out a lot of sneak peeks and miscellaneous Resolve info. And of course, if you're interested in this pack and any of my other paid products or free downloads, links to those are in the description. Thanks. I'll see you next time.